Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Game with Limp, and this is just a quick announcement reminder video for you. Just in case you have missed it, Assault Sicily 43 by Assault Games is now on Gamefound. Gamefound, specifically, not Kickstarter, Gamefound. Make sure you go check it out. It's being put out by Wolfgang and Eddie. Wolfgang, I have done some live playthroughs with and just had a great time. Great time with this game. If you want to see in action, I've got it up on my channel. I've done a solo playthrough series where I've played through the game. Had a really fun time with it. I like a lot of the innovation stuff that they've added to it. Assault Sicily was already a good one, or not Assault Sicily, Assault Red Horizon, excuse me, was a good one. And Assault Sicily just takes it to that next level. I especially like the fact that they add in things like the morale and the points board that you keep track of how many victory points you've got, and then whether or not the morale's breaking on your units. So if you start losing too many units, your forces can end up routing. The fortifications that have gotten added to it, things like bunkers, pillboxes, tank traps, all that good stuff gotten added to it, plus other good stuff like airstrikes and off-board artillery, and then of course just the units themselves. I played through the prototype copy that I've got of this thing, and it's just a freaking blast, man. It's just an excellent hex and counter war game. If you're into that tactical level, right? So you've played like Lock and Load Tactical or Conflict of Heroes, those style games, right here, jump all over it. The custom dice are just wonderful. I love custom dice. Now, in looking at the campaign, it does appear like they are just doing the all-in, give me all in. The game comes with a few expansions, extra cards, some extra dice, and that is 135. It's got plenty of videos. Plenty of people have covered this game. Definitely go check them out in the comments, but you guys can see what all comes with it. I really like the way that these maps work together, because unlike other maps that are just square, these can slot into each other, so it's much easier to be sure that you've got them in the right position. Plus, you're not relegated to just those square formations. Now, I'm not saying the other games are bad or anything, but this gives you the ability to have L-shaped maps or oddly shaped maps. It doesn't have to be exactly a rectangle. You can have other things going on, right? Some of the scenarios I played through, you would have a vertical section you have to go, and then you'd have to veer off to the right for some other victory point or objective that you were going after. So besides the plenty of maps that come with this, and like I said, you can see there's multiple different sizes. This is the standard size, but then it does have some half sizes, and then even smaller than that sizes. And the cool part is these can actually be added on top of some of those other maps to change them up, right? So there's multiple configurations that you can do with these. Plenty of player aids. They're simple to use. Rulebook and the campaign book. 9 sheets of counters. Wait, no. 9 double-sided sheets. These are just the markers. And then 5 double-sided troop management status and orders counters. So there's a huge amount of counters with this game. One of the other things that I did like about it is that the unit counters do not have markings on them, right? All that's taken care of off map or off board on the unit cards themselves. So the counters look clean on the board. It gives it a nice clean look because you just have the hex punch out rather than having a bunch of little numbers on it that you have to lean down and try to figure out what the numbers are. No, don't have to worry about all that. It's all printed on the card itself, and there you're not really worrying about the numbers as much as just what color dice that you're going to roll. Makes it simple. But again, my favorite part of this game always comes back down to the formation cards. The formation cards, which allow you to customize the game in so many different varieties of ways. In that you're going to have infantry, artillery, tank formations of cards, and that's going to be for all the different factions that are in the game. And that gives you so much variety, because if you do a random draw, now yes, you can select forces for it. By all means, you can do that. It's your game, play it how you want. But if you draw so many points worth of cards that you get to use, You can have an infantry card that has one set of units, and then the next time you play the scenario, draw an infantry card that has a completely different set of units, or it might even have a tank or an AT gun or some mortars on there. You never know what you're going to have. It gives so much variety to this game, and it allows you to play the scenarios in both directions very easily. Love that. That is definitely my favorite thing when it comes to this game. And as you can see, it does have a insert that goes into it that makes storage so easy. You don't have to worry about backing up all the counters. You could just plug them right into it. It makes it so much easier to pull the game back out, because I'm sure plenty of you war gamers have gone to pull out a game, play it again, and then you pull out, you look like a drug dealer, just bags and bags and bags of little counters everywhere, and you have to dump them out, sort them. Don't have to worry about all that. Neat, easy sorting solutions here. They definitely look into that quality of life, right, for the player, and it is appreciated. But like I said, there are plenty of videos over here on the channel. Definitely go check or on their Gamefound page. And yeah, it does seem like it is just, no, there are multiples. It's only showing me one. Oh, or choose rewards. Okay, so that's what was throwing me off, because it was only giving me one option. I'm used to Kickstarter. Over here, we have our all-in. So this gives you the base game plus the expansions and extra dice. Retailers can do it that direction. Salt Game Supporter, if you just want to toss them some love. Artist support, if you want the art books. And then 100 for just the base game itself. And then they had an early bird going on. You can do the Assault Sicily 43, Gala Beachhead, and it adds in the unit stats and artwork book. But at that level, I'd go ahead and just get, the all-in bundle. I mean, it's only a few dollars more. And they do have a limited assault offensive bundle. So this has Assault Red Horizon and its expansions and all of Assault Sicily. So if you want to get it all in one go, I know 240 is a lot, but that is a huge amount of technical game that you're getting there. So that's not a bad idea if you want to get everything. The game is good. I like it, and getting this is saving you versus buying it piecemeal retail. But I understand things are tough right now, so you might not be able to go in that direction. I will say most of the new gameplay is going to be in Assault Sicily. So if you want some of that, the just newest cutting edge rules, newest everything. Now, of course, they've got PDFs and everything that you can download if you've got Assault Red Horizon. But if you want, the pillboxes and barbed wire and mines and just cool stuff everywhere, definitely go Assault Sicily. And they do have some add-ons you can do. Extra custom dice. The game actually comes with plenty of these custom D6, which I love. They're so color-coded. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe you get 4 of each color. And I'm seeing 4 of each color in the picture, so that makes me think I'm right on that. Which is, it's usually enough for everything that you're going to need. You're only going to have a very occasional roll where you might need an extra die. But what comes in the box is usually plenty, unless you're playing it heads up and you both want to just have your own set of dice just to make things easier. I wasn't going to scroll through the whole thing, because I'm going to have the link down below where you can definitely go check it out. But this part, I did want to show you guys the troop management board. This is what I was talking about earlier, about your units potentially routing. Go check it out. I talk about it in the playthrough that I did, but you keep track of what turn it is on this right side. And then your 2 opposing forces will have specific counters that let them know when your units are going to withdraw. And this is going through the little GIF showing how it all goes. But as you go through it, as your forces take losses, this counter is going to go up. And then once it reaches up here, then that's when your forces might potentially withdraw. Then they might rout, surrender, whatever, as you take those losses. So each unit has a point value, and that's what this is representing here. I discuss all of it in the playthrough. And there's other playthrough videos that you can check out of people covering it as well, who do it with more brevity than I do, because I get a little long-winded. Shipping, looks like shipping is going to be charged later on, since it's showing estimates for the different parts of the world. I still feel bad for Australia. You guys are catching the raw end of it. Germany is catching the best because I do believe he's producing in Germany because Wolfgang, he lives in Germany there. So yeah, for them, usually it's going to cost Europe a lot more, but actually it's a little bit less for Europe this time around, especially if you're in Germany, and then your European Union's not too bad, UK is not too bad. United States, for I'll tell you, for as heavy as this box is, the box has some weight to it. Those counters are heavy. A lot of maps in it, a lot of paper, a lot of the player aids. The rule book's pretty big, campaign book taking up weight, and then if you got the art stuff in there. So we're not talking a small box. This is a big box. So 25 to 40 is right estimate. And it does look like they are going to be estimating delivery phase anywhere between June-ish to December of next year. And honestly, I'm happy that they're putting such a wide delivery schedule there, because there's never any way to know for sure. It seems like something like Chinese New Year or something always pops up, or whatever it is. I'm not saying for them specifically, but just in general, something will happen that will slow down delivery. So it's always better to give someone a large window instead of trying to give an estimate that they might not meet. Anyway, Assault Sicily 43 is excellent. If you are into hex encounter, tactical games, 100% recommend. This is definitely a buy. This is definitely one you're going to have fun with. It can be played solitaire, no problem. Played heads up, no problem. You can space it out, play it 2 to 4 players even if you want to divvy up the forces. The formation cards give the ability to play it in just a wide variety of ways. I haven't even touched on the command point tokens that you can use that just make the gameplay even that more much more better and deeper and richer, and just the way that they all work. Oh, I love it. All of it, man. I just have a blast with this game. I have not played Assault, Red Horizon, or Sicily, or whatever, and had a bad time with it anytime I've had it on the table. It has always been a blast. I've always had a good time with it. This is a classic that it's never going to leave my shelf. This is not one that I'm going to sell. This is one that I'm going to hold on to for a long time to come, because I can see myself playing it at any time. I'm hoping you guys understand. Yes, they did send me a prototype copy of the game, but I'm not saying this because they sent me a prototype copy. I would say this just flat out about the game. I said this about the game before I even had a copy. The first time I played this game, Mo had just let me borrow his copy, right? So I didn't even have a copy, right? And just had a freaking blast with it. I loved it way back then, was espousing how great it was before I even had a copy of my own. So I said this well before I ever talked to Wolfgang, known anything about him, right? Great game, definitely highly recommended. And on the bright side, he did do what I recommend. Some people might not like it, but I always appreciate it, which was making a nice 30-day campaign. So you have plenty of time. You'll have a pay period in there somewhere and be able to swing it. I always hate it when they've cut down Kickstarters or Gamefounds now to where it's like 10 days or 12 days or something like that. And they put it when I don't have play money to use. And I'm like, I'm not able to get it. I'll have to pass on this one, or pay $1 and hopefully back it later, something like that. When they give it 30 days, that gives me plenty of time to have at least a pay period. So I've got a little play money to spend to order a copy. So he did a great job with that. They've already hit the pledge level, so you don't have to worry about it backing. I wasn't worried about it backing anyway. They were definitely going to meet their goal. So easily worth getting. All right, but anyway, this was supposed to be just a quick reminder, and I ended up yapping about the game a little longer than I anticipated. Just is what it is. I've had a blast with this one. Go check out my videos. Go check out Player's Aid videos. Zilla Blitz has covered it, and a few others have covered it as well. Mo and Kev, I think, both covered it. Fun game. Definitely worth a look if you're into the hex and counter tactical games. All right, that's it for me. Y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.